Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Zanele and today we're going to be reviewing the new Essence Insta Perfect foundation. And yeah, we're just going to do a review how I usually do a review in the blog. This is how I'm just going to do a review on these products. So without wasting any of your time, let's get straight into the tutorial, into the vid, and make sure that you are subscribed. So let's jump straight into it. So Essence before I jump into the Insta Perfect review, we're just gonna do a bit of an introduction to the brand if you're not familiar with Essence Cosmetics as such. So Essence is mostly a European brand, and then they came to South Africa just a couple of years back. So you know Essence, if you're familiar with Essence, you know that they've never catered for people with a darker complexion. So last year or a year before, then they launched their All About Matte foundation, and they only included like 2 shades, which was the matte 50, the caramel, and then the matte 60, which is the cocoa. What's the 60 usually? Mahogany. So that was it. And then last year they branded out, and then they launched their mousse, the soft touch mousse. Also, they came out with 2 shades for darker complexions, which was the matte 50, caramel 50, and then they went in and then 60 mahogany. So now they have extended their shade range in the mousses range. So I'm just gonna do a quick swatch if you would like that, so that we can see how. And then this is shade 40, which is Toast. So this is Toast that I'm going to be swatching. Okay, Toast is a bit light. Okay, and then I don't know where did I throw my, I never use mousses at all, so I don't know. I had the 50 caramel, but I think my sister then took it. And then I'm gonna go in with matte almond. This is the shade almond. So let me just open it up. And then this is how almond swatches. And then I'm gonna go in with matte hazelnut. Okay, and this is how hazelnut looks like. Agony, which is shade 60. This is how mahogany looks like. Hope you can see. Okay, and for reference, I'm just going to keep this side. And then Essence has collaborated, or I'd say it's a campaign, with 4 incredible beauty bloggers from South Africa, and then they have launched their Insta Perfect foundation. So I have 3 of their darkest shades with me, which is 70. This one is this one is shade 70, and then the shade 80, and then the shade 90. So I'm just gonna go first with shade 70. So okay, this is shade 70, and then I'm gonna go in with a shade 80. Okay, and then the darker shade, I'm gonna go in with shade 90. This is shade 90. Okay. So when we comparing the two shade wise, 60 being the darkest here and 90 being the darkest here. Doesn't make sense, but I know with foundations, if you're caramel in one formula or one formula, it does not necessarily mean that when they do bring out another formula, you will be the same shade. So hence why shade testing is really important. I do like the gradient on how the shades go on the mousse foundation, but the gradient on how the shades go then on the Insta Perfect side, it's not making me happy. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe everything and then we're gonna go straight into reviewing the foundation. Before I wipe off everything on my face, I just wanna say a few things regarding collabs. Okay, so this is not the first time Essence has collaborated with bloggers when it comes to products. Okay, so a few years, I think 2016, they collaborated with a few bloggers and then they came out with these palettes. So each blogger had a chance to create their own palette and stuff from scratch with the help of Essence, of course. However, in this one, the bloggers didn't have much to say about it, because I feel like when it comes to, it wasn't a collab where they're creating the foundations from start. However, it was, I guess, a campaign to then launch the product in SA. So that's how I think. But if you think it was a collaboration, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I doubt. I think it was a campaign so that they can be able to launch the shades in SA. That's my thought. Because if then they were collaborating with the bloggers involved will be able then to say, no, this shade range is not so nice as this shade range. You understand? And then they'll be able to work with that. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe 90 is not the darkest shade. You can also tell me in the description box, but I think it is. I've been googling, but I don't know, you tell me. But what I have here, which is my darkest shade, is 90. And when you compare 90 here and 60 in the mousse range, the darkest shade is just not showing. So I'm just gonna go in. That's me covering the shade and the foundation and the outside. So I'm just gonna go in and now test the formulation of the I'm gonna go in and test the formulation of the foundation. Okay, to my face and applied a bit of color corrector. So I'm talking about the foundation and I haven't even told you the price. The price for this foundation is 100 rands and then the drops are 70 rands. I'll tell you what I think about it just after applying the foundation. And then I'm just gonna squirt out a few, two drops of the shade droppers. Alright, Essence claims that this is a full coverage matte foundation, which let me apply it so you can see. I'm just mixing everything out. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with 3 more drops of the darkening thingy. I like my foundation to be a lot darker than, because my neck is darker and then the rest of my body is lighter. It's just a struggle. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna apply and then blend everything in and then we'll see. Alright, this this is how the foundation applies. It is for me, the foundation is matte. However, this shade, the makeup drops, they do change the consistency of the foundation, so it will not dry a bit quicker than it's expected to dry. And for me the shade, this darkening and lightening drops are a bit gimmicky. I'm sorry. Okay, they're not gimmicky too much, but they are, because they are on the neutral side, and anything neutral will look ashy on the skin for most women. The other day in the taxi I was sitting, and then I was just looking at the shade ranges of every lady that was there in the taxi, including the man, and I was like, we are more of a warm country than neutral when it comes to most of the shades. And I feel like these shade droppers need to be on the warmer side. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but I think they need to bring in something that's gonna make them warm. The foundation, I feel like if you have to add something in a foundation to make it take your skin tone, or to look good, so that your skin tone can look good, this foundation looks good. Understand? It is a matte, it is full coverage. I don't see my dark circles, you know, in comparison to other foundations. But I'm not gonna be gravitating towards this foundation if I'm going to work in the morning. And the thing with Essence foundations is that they're affordable, and they're your everyday foundations that you have to use for work. But I feel like the Insta Perfect foundations is not a good foundation for me. It will make me sweat, you know. Some days I'll find myself wearing too much, applying too much of the dropper, to the point where I will most definitely be looking more ashier than now. But it is a neutral foundation. I do see that. It is not warm at all. Would I recommend you to buy this foundation? No, I won't recommend you to buy this foundation. If you on the neutral side, yes, you can try it, but for me it's a no. I'm sorry. But if you are not a full coverage girl and you on the market for something, try out the mousse foundations. Those are nice. Yeah, please don't kill me. Wearing my foundation. This foundation is just too neutral. I'm sorry. Yeah, but maybe once they've extended the shade ranges in it as well, then it will be a good foundation. Please don't include the droppers. Don't buy them. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna talk too much. I'm talking too much, but it's not a nice foundation. Let me check it with the lights off. It's still giving me ashy vibes. I'm not liking it at all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this review and you'd like to see future reviews on the channel, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.